Sup everyone, welcome to my 8th Python tutorial, and today I'm going to teach you guys about something called sequences. So what a sequence or a list is pretty much like something that lets you store data, and one of the features in Python is called a list, and today I'm going to be showing you guys about that. Also, one of the other kind of sequences I'm going to talk about very soon is called tuple or tuple, however you say it, but it's spelled T, oops, T-U-P-L-E, just like that. And it's a command. Uh, so, let me show you guys how to make a list in Python. First, you're going to give it a name, which for me, I'm going to name it days. And next, put an equal sign, just like that. And in square brackets, like this, put as your, like, all your elements. So for example, for days, you're going to put Monday. I'm just going to make it short, so I want Mon. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like this. Also, make sure they're in quotes because they're strings, not variables. Once your list is properly complete, press enter like this, and your list is stored somewhere in your computer, and it doesn't matter where. Uh, and another thing to take note of is that once you save your list, Python automatically numbers all the elements inside the list, but in a very weird way. I said that they numbered elements in a weird way because they did not start with 1 when they numbered these, but 0 because they just love 0 so much since there's computer. Uh, so, the first element, which is Monday, Mon, is going to be numbered 0, and Tuesday is going to be 1, Wednesday is going to be 2, and so on. Even though there's 7 elements in this list, they're numbered through they're numbered 0 through 6. 0 being Monday and 6 being Sunday. And this is very important to know because you can actually access these individual elements of a list at any time and anytime you want with some functions and commands called indexing. Go ahead and print the name of your list like this, days, and you're gonna put in square brackets, any number, but not too big. For me, there's 4 characters, so I can do up to 3 because, no, actually, never mind. What am I saying? I can do 0 through 6 because there's 7 elements, so I'm gonna do like 2. When I do this, when I press enter, just like this, you'll see the element with the number that's assigned to it. So Wednesday popped up because even though Wednesday is technically the 3rd element, the computer sees it as 0th element, 1st, and 2nd. So there we go. And that's how you access elements with indexing. So another thing you can do with these lists is that when you make such a long list, it will be a pain in your butt to count all these elements near the end. So they made it really easy so that you can count from the end of your list backwards. So you might think that the end element, the Sunday, is 0, but the end element is at -1. So Sunday is -1, Saturday is -2, Friday is -3, and so on. So this is -7. This can be a little bit hard because it's kind of different from how you count it forwards, and forwards is already hard enough. So it can be kind of confusing. So you gotta watch out for that. And it can't be -0 also because that's just the exact same thing from 0 and it just wouldn't make sense. Again, let me show you an example with indexing. So type your list name, days for me, and I'm gonna put like -4. Oops. So when I do this, Thursday would pop up because because Sunday is the rightmost element of the list. So this is -1, -2, -3, and then -4, just like this. Why is it not working like that? So that's how you count your list numbers from the back. Python assigns 2 numbers to each element every list you make. For when you count back, forwards, starting with 0, and from backwards, which start with -1. It's like this. And another thing I want to teach you guys is that strings can be also sequences. So let's have Python. So these letters are also automatically numbered, like P as 1, Y as 2, T as 3, H as... what am I talking about? This is completely wrong. I'm making the same mistake. So P is 0, Y is 1, T is 2, and H is 3, and so on till, 5, which is N. And so once you want to index, for example, the third element, and how you can find them before pressing enter is that P is 1, P is 0, oh my god, Y is 1, T is 2, H is 3, so let's test that. You do the same thing as a list, like this, and when you press 3 and enter, just like that, H pops up. So sequences and indexes work not only on just lists, but also on strings. So anyways, that's your quick tutorial on sequences. Hope you guys learned a lot from this one and enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one.